And how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys had a good night. Yeah, no, really. We gotta start a new ship. It's pretty bad what happened. Once you wanna see all that's left, Ghost? You wanna see all that's left? Yeah, there's not a lot left. That's all that's left of the dry heave. Minus mag plate. That's all that's left. Shade spent like an hour up there, and that's all she was able to find. Yeah, Shade spent like an hour out there, and that's all she found. Like I said, at least yours is mostly intact. Got into a fight with a light star after taking on the bulk of a Factorum encounter. Taking most of the fire from a Factorum encounter. Yeah. We're in build mode. Hey. Listen, I would have ran, but Shade was right behind me hauling a Prototech assembler. I needed to distract the light star that was coming straight for us. I needed to distract the light star that was coming straight for us. In retrospect, we both should have just ran, but my ship was already limping and missing half of its forward mounted thrusts, so I just kind of YOLO'd it. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But on the flip side, we've got a shiny new Prototech assembler here. It really does look sweet. Yes, I am. I should be muted, yeah. Alright, there we go. Nope, there we go. No, unmute, you tool of a device. Alright, there we go. Why? Why would I...
Have you shown them what remains of your ship?
Yeah, and Ghost wants me to, start my ship from his. I'm a little confused about that, but
Wonder what I think would be funny? Start your ship from what remains of your old one.
Also, I hate the fact that the worthless blocks, they don't want to mix when you use a inverted corner with a normal corner.
well, yeah.
There is a 3 voxel sized piece of border
Yeah.
showing it through the very center of the pattern I was trying to make.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. We're going big this time, Ghost. The goal is to build something big enough to mount one of these on either side of it. How you doing, Welsh?
So, have you shown them the turret platform?
Oh, yeah. No, Shade built new defensive drop pattern for the station, for us. I'm doing pretty good. Still upset I lost my ship, but one of those hit the ground and it made that crater. It's nearly 1,000,000 kilos in weight.
And that's one of the smaller ones I designed.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the big boy I designed in creative?
Some other time, probably.
Yeah, because it's this times 5.
Yeah, you're not going to manage that on the server, I don't think. And Slim will probably tell the both of us that we need to scale back our ships once he sees them.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about...
No, the ones we're currently planning on building. He's probably going to tell both of us, no, scale those back.
No, I'm talking about weight on this, not actual physical size.
Ooh, fun.
It's like 5.5 million kilos.
Jesus Christ.
And that's empty.
To be fair, I think the dry heave was close to that. But I think that was full. Hey, thanks for the sub. It is time to start the build. And I am conflicted. Because, honestly... Alright. Yeah, no.
I think what you should do at the end of the build is have a small little area they can have this just on it.
What? That?
Yeah, the remnants of your ship.
Oh God, no! Well, no, that is officially part of the museum.
Fair. But no, Parallax does not like us right now.
No, and neither does Ember, and I firmly place the blame on both of those on you. Justified too.
I mean, fair, but I find it kind of amusing. The same ship that took out your ship took out the big 1500.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was a light star that attacked us. Though before I even start on my ship, I am going to kind of make the base of this a bit beefier.
Yeah, probably. So
we learn from our mistakes.
So, I said I wanted to make that 500 lift, didn't I? From the Rexes, 500 of them for lift.
I think maybe instead of doing 500, do 300. Purely for the fact of thruster lag. The less thrusters you have going, the better.
True.
That's why I'm saying if you really should just do.
Well, the problem is the Rexers produce next to no lag compared to when the freaking any of the larger ones fire. There is an actual moment of lag anytime one of those kicks on. Which is part of the reason why I'm also planning on burying these on the inside of the ship where they can't visually be seen unless you're inside the ship.
Kira, the ship has 8 lifting thrusters, but it is not going to be in full gravity. Should it be fine?
It depends on how big they are and whether you're using vanilla thrusters. Oh, don't use atmospherics. They aren't working correctly.
And I don't even like atmospherics.
Well, they're not working correctly right now on the server, so don't use them. We're not entirely sure what mod's breaking them, but one of them is.
And it's large grid small. It's 8 of those.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean for combat, yes. Combat, yes, I agree, Ghost. This ship is going to be big enough. I should be able to mount like 30 of them. Which also means I'm going to have multiple large reactors. Ooh, I wonder if I could put the large reactors in the center of the tube. No.
Also, Kira, my new miner ship has 5 lifting thrusters, 3 forward thrusters, 2 reverse, and 2 down.
Mhm.
But it shouldn't be entering heavy atmosphere until the ore's been refined.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
What's wrong, Shade?
So,
Fred, why does I want to make my ship? I don't have enough space.
All right. Let's. Oh no. Shade's making a live ship right now. And honestly, Shade, maybe don't make a megalithic live ship on the same station we're building a warship. This
Or
is
maybe
going to be. This is going to be for combat only, but this time I'm actually going to equip it with enough live area where we can have a med kit and stuff like that
So
instead of them being part of the floor.
What I'm hearing is wait for you to finish yours.
Yeah, if you, I'd say let's not try to build 2 megalithic ships on the same base at the same time.
Because Kira, look at what I've got so far.
Is that supposed to be the width of the ship? Or the
That-
length?
The width, but I still am going wider. I'm going to be adding about 7 more on each side, and this is at 41 right now.
Shade Ghost is suggesting you build in creative and use a blueprint.
But then I would also need to grab all the mods from this server.
I mean, really, you'd only need the oxygen balance, the thrusters, the guns, you know, the stuff that, and the battery mods, maybe the solar mod.
You know, what I could do is, I have a blueprint of the Anteater.
Oh God, I remember that ship. I am not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, and you shouldn't bring that one in here because we mounted energy weapons to that thing.
What I'm saying is I can go into a creative world, and retrofit it to fit this server.
hey, coming back down.
I think I am gonna build. Well, Ghost, I'm gonna be adding weapons to my live ship because it needs to be able to defend itself a little bit.
So, I don't know what Dirk's building. I'm not asking Dirk what he's building. He keeps talking about a miner he's building. Is what he's been talking
I just
about.
Finished it.
I think Ghost is saying just the thruster mod because the guns are mounted on the outside, whereas we like to hide thrusters. So he's saying just build it with the thrusters and add the guns on the server. Which is justified.
What?
I'm going to make sure to mount reactors to this ahead of time. Yes, but when you're mounting a lot of freaking Rexes, you kind of have to use junctions. Unless you're going to make lines of junctions, and that just doesn't make... I mean, lines of freaking, Rexes, and that just doesn't make sense if you're putting them on the inside of a ship.
Why can't I place you right here? What the fuck? I'm just gonna grind this down and rebuild it.
Not long enough yet.
That's what she said.
I'm building the core of the core of the ship at the moment right now.
Well, that's one way to get rid of it.
What did you do? Drop something on the base?
Yeah, but it didn't even damage the base at all. It was just the wireframe of what I was building.
Fair enough. Alright. Good luck, man.
Timber!
Alright. And I need reactors.
Oops. Okay, yeah, that one did some damage. My internet just died.
Fun.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
On Space Engineers.
Barely hear her.
Yeah. I mean, I have heard the phrase kicking a puppy. Depending on what breed of puppy, it either deserves it or I'm going to get kicked, for even thinking about kicking it. So
Wow.
I might as well, just a freaking, freaking haul back and get ready to belt it a good one. If people are gonna hate me for it, I might as well, be ready to haul off on it.
Chihuahua.
Weirdly enough, Chihuahuas like me.
Chihuahuas hate me.
They like
scars.
for some reason Chihuahuas like me. Although they do have a tendency to get so excited that I'm willing to hold them that they piss on me. But that's just dogs in general. Dogs get excited easily. But seriously, I've actually had to throw away 3 pairs of pants because of Chihuahuas pissing on me.
Ha.
Thankfully, my parents' Chihuahua Dachshund mix has got the pissing problem under control.
Fuel low.
Ah, crap, already? Haven't even gotten the ship off the ground yet, and I'm already running out of fuel. So, Shade, I am working on laying down the core loop for the ship. I want you to see the mad idea I've come up with before I build the whole thing. I already know Ghost is gonna tell me this is fucking stupid, so. Oh, well, hey, look, I'm out of interior plate. So my idea is to put all my Rexes, that's going to be the bulk of my lift, my let down thrust, and my side to side, in the center, facing in, so that I don't have to air gap the rest of the ship to protect it from them. You can't hear me? Unmute!
Can I need you to do me a favor.
What'd I do? Hmm?
Kira,
Yeah, I'm right here.
can you go to where I was building my ship and pick up all the scrap and grind down the wireframes? Because I can't join while it's crashed into the base.
Fair enough. Really? Holy shit,
Like,
you put a hole in the
crashes
base.
my game.
You put a hole in the
Yeah.
base. You have a lot of work to do fixing that.
Could be worse. Could have damaged the 1500 again.
Oh, yes, you could have. The fact that the word again is in the statement speaks volumes.
Warning. Please check inventory for extraneous tools.
I don't think...
Jade,
I'm just floating there.
Jade, you are very glitchy when you talk.
Yeah, I think that's partially
might be my
because
internet
of their
going
internet
down.
problems. But it's probably, I'm pretty sure it's just because of internet problems. But, yeah, let's, whatever you did, let's not say we did, okay?
I accidentally ground down the wrong block.
Clearly. Alright, I think that is most of, if not all, the scrap. Yep, that is... Yep, that is most of, if not all, the scrap.
The police were out coiling the work the entire time. Right? I thought right when you flushed them in 3 seconds, immediately whatever you flushed was immediately in the ocean. Right? Growing up, I accidentally flushed an action figure down the toilet. Right? And I was jailless because I thought that fish ended up getting my action figure and was going to be playing with it.
Alright. Yeah, now I have a mad science idea, and apparently nobody wanted to hear it because my entire chat left.
I'll hear it.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it already.
About the thruster tube.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it makes a certain amount of twisted sense, doesn't it?
Kira, just look at what I'm sending you. Don't say anything about it on stream. Just
I
look at what I'm
swear, if
sending.
you were about to send me a picture of an on a hole shaped like a space engineer's thruster, you're getting a timeout in chat.
Not like I ever talked in chat to begin with.
Fair enough. That is what you sent me, isn't it?
No.
At least it's not the rice OC. Why does that toy immediately remind me of Mineta?
Talk about you've got a friend in me.
Kira?
Yeah.
I find carbon.
Yeah. No, that's from the food mod. Don't worry about it. You're better off avoiding it. It
Okay.
doesn't really have a use unless you're wanting to make fertilizer for your food processing.
Honestly, that would be handy.
It's only useful if you've got seeds, and so far we haven't found any.
I found one.
But most of them are supposed to come from the unknown signals. How many have you seen in unknown signals? One.
This one wasn't even in an unknown signal.
Yeah, Slim found one on on an unknown signal one time, and then that version of the server had to get pulled down.
Why?
Busted, oh, no, that was when he was trying to also run the, what do you call it? The, industrial overhaul mod.
Yeah, that mod's always giving me issues.
But the nice thing about this idea, Shade, is it will also provide me a convenient place to put a line of gyros on all four corners, hiding my gyros, around, in the ship better. But that's my idea for the tube. If you can see it on stream.
I'll just come over and look at it in a minute.
Fair enough. What are you building that the server has started streaming? What have you done? Or is that dirt, escaping orbit?
I'm just filling in the hole I made.
Fair enough. So it must be dirt escaping orbit.
I am slightly in orbit, but I'm quite
Please.
close to exiting it.
Please, well then that's why it's calculating your effect, how you're handling gravity. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shade. This is
There, no more holes. No more glory holes.
no more server holes. Yeah, that's kind of what the ring will look like.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Are you mad or just stupid?
A little bit of
Or both.
You didn't understand why I would ask that, right?
I have a vague idea of why you would ask that, but I'm not
Looks
going
like-
to deny either.
It looks like you're trying to build a fucking railgun to launch reactors.
But I think it'll work, don't you? I think it'll work, don't you?
I think get a...
Kira,
Yeah.
I made a shipwreck 300.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much every ship these days. On here, at least.
I feel like what would work...
Without turning off dampeners too.
Yeah.
I feel like what would work better, Kira, for that is put a cargo container, fill it with heavy explosive ammo,
Those are thrusters. Shade.
and launch that.
Also, my unknown signal is coming down right here.
I am going to steal it.
Give me my button. Did you really steal my button?
Yes.
Fine. You stole the button, you get to clean it up. You
That
stole
was
the button,
kinda-
you get to clean it up.
I didn't get anything from it either.
So I'm thinking 3 reactors in the center before I have another one of these tubes. It's only
Here,
15
come look,
long.
look.
What'd you find?
Seeds.
Oh, nice. That's shit, not seeds.
You're the last person to touch it. Now
Like-
you've got to clean it.
Can my legs stop bouncing my ship around like it's a piñata?
No.
Kira's gonna murder me one of these days. I'm calling it. I'm just
said
gonna
it, not
wake
me.
up and
You
I'm
said
just
it, not
gonna
me.
wake up and he's gonna be sitting at the foot of my bed like, don't make a sound.
Wouldn't it be the mark of a pretty shitty killer if they wait for you to wake up? Well, no,
No.
that'd be the mark of a serial killer instead of just a killer.
But with the shit I've done to you, I would not be surprised if you did that.
How you doing, Mr. TK? We are on a modded server, and I am planning and building Insanity.
Yeah, and I am going to build even bigger Insanity after Kira.
I am planning on building a ring of thrusters that points into the center of the ship for lift. Fair enough, fair enough.
Well, while you're doing that, Kira, since I have to wait on my ship, I am going to work on building a lifter ship.
Fair enough.
my
Yeah, no, we do
weapon.
need a lifter ship for your turret, you know, for your turret piles.
Because those are deceivingly heavy.
Yes, they are. Yeah, we need a tug. Well, no, we're straight up calling it a lifter ship because the idea is that we put a merge block on each of these 4 corners, drop it down on top and lift it. Just straight lift it.
It's not going to be anything fancy, but this thing weighs damn near 1,000 kilograms.
No, damn near 1 million.
1 million, yeah.
Yeah, no, that thing is she built it out of all heavy armor.
You've got to remember, these are things you kind of sit and forget until you need to
Hey,
reload
thanks for the
them.
follow. Heon, I'm assuming? I hope I got that right. We did. We had a second one of those built. Want to see the hole from where it hit the ground from 15 blocks up?
Not even... No! Oh, yeah, about 15 blocks.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Now, that's the hole from where it dropped from like 15 blocks up or less.
It was about... Here, look where I am. It was about this high off the ground.
Jeez, the bottom of it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That shit is heavy.
Yeah. So, yeah, a dedicated lifter designed for it is definitely
Necessary.
necessary.
Not just it would be nice, it is fuck you.
Yeah.
This is needed.
Yeah. On the positive side, yeah, that was this. That was that. Yeah,
This is a 9x9.
planetary builds are a challenge, mostly because you have to make sure you build for gravity.
No, we can't use Atmos. They're broken.
Yeah, something about one of the mods we're using is broken Atmos. They're getting only a quarter of the thrust they should be. Which, come to
So
think of it, that might be the hydrogen balance mod.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we got all scrap as well as scarce, Ooh. That's actually kind of a fire idea. We might have to examine that gantry arms and build the thrusters onto it. But we've got scarce resources as well as all scrap on here, so we've got all sorts of freaking weird, all sorts of trouble, like food mods and stuff like that. We've got a fun challenge on our hands for running. Yeah, these are the Arlen mod, the Arlen, yeah. This is thankful. This is server play, so thankfully it's not like running, client side, but
There is no hope for you, Kira.
there is no hope for me. I already know that.
I'm making fun of your thing.
Yeah,
I
this
can hear
is.
it through your phone.
Oh
going
yeah, no,
off.
there is no help for me. Which, honestly, it's funny you heard that. It's literally across the room from me today. Ooh, yeah, no, that would make it tough. I'm also planning on being smart about where I put my gyros, and I'll be mounting them in the crack between the thrusters. So most of my most of my gyros will be also mounted in this tube of conveyors that I'm going to wrap in heavy armor. You know,
The ass crack of the thrusters.
yeah. And that'll be the inner core of the ship, and everything will be built onto that, with just penetrations through the armor for conveyors.
Penetrate me.
Shade, not on stream.
Do you care if I steal Bob?
It's going to be a good long while before I need Bob, so feel free to steal Bob. And we do have nanobots on here, but we also have the restriction of only one of them per faction. Not per person, per faction. So, if you need the nanobot builder, you have to pick it up and move it over to wherever it is, wherever you need it.
Unless your base is small enough.
Unless your base is small enough to cover the whole thing, which ours used to
not.
be. It used to be. And somebody is spawning in new territory because the server is streaming.
Nerd. It has to be nerd.
Yeah. Which there's a reason behind the one nanobots. The person running the server previously had, unrestricted them on a previous server edition of the server, and somebody built a like a 700 plus long ship, 700 plus foot long ship, block long ship, and had it actively being rebuilt by like 1,000 nanobots. They crashed the server with nanobots. So now if he puts them on, he restricts it to one per faction, which is completely fair. It gets us that little bit of extra help building big ships, because instead of having to build a block, stop, yeah, we do allow, I don't know how much you missed, but we do allow one nanobot device, one nanobot build and repair for each faction. Helps with the building of big ships, because we can build up the wireframe and then let the Bob start handling it.
Though I feel like, honestly, 2 per faction would be fine.
Honestly, I'm almost tempted to say 1 per person, because most of the factions on the server are only 1 person anyway.
I think ours is the biggest faction.
It is.
It is.
By 2. Although, do we count Ghost, because he hasn't been on in like a few days? Because every time he gets on, his game crashes.
And whenever he gets on, he's never really at our base.
Yeah, there is, yes, the Robot Factory mod is on here, but nobody uses it. Unless Joe is using it somewhere.
Who's Joe?
Well, we did, I think our one requirement is that it actually be on a station. One of our requirements is it be on a physical station.
Not a ship.
Not a ship. That way you can't use the nanobots to just mulch enemy stations and stuff like that.
I mean, technically, with the long enough piston system, you could do that.
That would crash the server from
It would.
inertia tensors.
No, not even inertia tensors, just the sheer amount of blocks needed. Like the sheer amount
Yeah.
of moving parts.
Yeah, no, that one. Hypertech repair mounts, nice.
I'm glad I am neutral with DVPR.
I'm
Everyone, yeah, Shade is the only person who's not. Slim
And
and
I
I
don't know-
are. Slim and I are. Everyone else is, but for some reason, Shade is not.
And I don't know why I've not done anything to piss them off.
It's freaking
It's
bizarre.
you, Shade.
What?
It is you.
Fuck off.
Nice. Yeah, this thing is. This is just my planned core of the ship. My final ship is going to be like 150 blocks long.
So what you think of the lifter ship I'm building?
I haven't seen it yet. Dirk, where are you? That you are continually loading in stuff that that's new.
Space.
Where in space?
Just space.
What's the distance
all
on
I-
these? What's the thruster cone on those?
Yes. Why do you think I have pistons on the corners?
Fair enough.
I am.
Oh wait, why am I asking? I can look.
I
Yeah,
am
those
some- I
are
am in
those are like
I-
almost touching the floor of the base.
That might be a problem. What thruster am I using? The...
Yeah, Shade, go stand go stand directly under the thruster I'm at, on the ground.
Okay.
Are you on touch the ground so I can see? So I need. You are in the foot of the cone, so yeah.
You messed up your GPS, Dirk.
Yeah, you typed a G bracket S. Yeah, you might need 2 pistons.
Or just change the thing.
You may be in the zone for bracket, but it only does 1 damage to a player.
Yeah, but it's the blocks we're worried about.
Doesn't do anything.
It probably doesn't, but the blocks in question will have ammo, so the less chance of them cooking off, the better.
I've got light armor, and I was up against one of my refinery ship, loading it with ores.
Is a
And
it's
it had, and the thruster was up against the
Ooh.
door.
That did a lot more than that.
fun, but yeah, we're just being cautious about it because the last thing we need is for that ammo to cook off.
Yeah.
True.
What about the light Epstein drive?
Honestly, a second set of pistons would have made you safe, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I'm stubborn.
This is true.
I think the Avalon will work just fine
Alright.
if I can get it placed down, but I need steel plates first.
That does generally help having the right materials.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, didn't Slim say that he was going to be showing off builds on the server this weekend?
Derek, you are making the game lag so bad that I can't save shit down.
Which, that's
Sorry.
weird, because I'm not having problems placing things, and normally I'd be having problems before you do. Well, no, not entirely. You did crash out when yesterday when Slim's tentacle monster of a landing zone was there.
But yeah, Shade, I am
Oh.
trying to find uranium.
Hey,
I'm gonna
nice,
fuck
congratulations,
you right
Phil.
now.
Yep, nope. There's a specific planet.
So it's not on asteroids.
Nope. You need jump drives. I believe it's...
Hello? Testing, testing.
I can hear you.
Yeah, my internet's all fucked up right now.
Oh, fun. The scarce resource mod puts uranium on alien planet.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you know it's going to be a fun time when you start the build off with, with 3 reactors in the center of a ship. You know, come to think of it, I should probably replace some of these elbows with a reactor, small reactor, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should probably do that.
Smooth jazz implies the existence of rough jazz.
Don't we normally call that,
Heavy metal.
no, not heavy metal, although that could work too.
Exactly.
Look at what I sent you, Kira.
God. I'm having trouble refuting that statement. I still stand by the Mineta statement, though.
Oh, no! That's not what I'm sending you. I'm sending you a different picture, but my internet's fucking up right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll just replace, for now, one corner. And if my power output is not enough from that amount, I will add more. I will replace more. And I'm also going to put another large reactor at the end, at each end of the tube. So 5 large reactors and 15 smalls.
There, it just sent Kira.
That should work. That's not capacity enough.
Ha!
That needs like twice the capacity, if not 3. And that should be Ghost. Yeah, now when I'm done, if this thing manages to get off the ground without crashing the server, I will be amazed. And slightly terrified.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go reset my.
Yeah, it's probably a smart idea at this point. The downside of internet in Texas apparently is everything crashing constantly.
Constantly, just when we have bad storms.
So, every 3 days?
Every 4.
Fair enough. Yeah, somebody is going to be traumatized by this ship.
I already am.
You said you're already traumatized by my ship?
Yep.
I don't know how to feel about that statement.
Considering it's shade, proud.
Considering it's just started being built, trauma before it's ready to dump trauma on everybody is kind of weird.
It's kind of terrifying. So that shit is going to be better than your dry heat.
Yeah, the dry heave evolved as I built it, so
I still stand by the fact that I think you should put that the museum piece in your ship in a glass cage.
honestly, it feels better here where we can all see it. Yeah, so the dry heave that Shade keeps referring to is my first warship. It was built as an artillery ship, and I was forced to throw it into combat with a Parallax Light Star after we took on a Factorum encounter. It took a beating from the Factorum. That's an understatement. I'm pretty sure I was missing the front left upper third. And then I had to basically be a screen for her to get a I had to be a screen for her to get the Prototech assembler that we had gotten out of it. I think I can pull up the blueprint for it. Oh, right. I've actually got the blueprint on a workshop table in here. What?
Aerate much?
Alright, let's see if I... There it is.
Hello?
Alright, there it goes. How you doing, Slim? Yeah, so that's what the dry heave looked like. And we called it the dry heave because the bottom of it was just straight artillery cannons. Big old 400s, 300s, and 640s. With flak mounting on the sides and top. And a nice sized array of six 640 Lances on the front. Yeah, I flew over an enemy base, like a Parallax or Ember base, and it just disappeared from the artillery. I liked that ship. It was a good ship. And those are the only two blocks that Shade managed to find after it blew up. What was left crashed into the moon and kind of went nuclear. It was fun. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, no, that Factorum battle tore my ship up. I've started work on the Shade What was that?
Gotta stop talking.
I think you might have just summoned a demon with whatever you said.
Shade, stop talking. You're nothing but robot.
Yeah,
We've
you're
fixed your
flanging
internet.
pretty hard right now. Yeah, Slim, you missed it. She just reset her internet. So that's probably part of it. Oh, right. I need interior plate. That's why I stopped building junctions and built gyros. Oh, man. But, yeah, no, Slim, I am committing mad science, and I'm not apologizing. Yeah, oh yeah, I know the miner's full of loot. I'm not building with anything that needs gold yet. Well, other than the reactors. You alright there, Dirk?
I'm pushed to talk.
Yeah, you were hiccuping. Making sure you
That
were
wasn't
okay.
me.
Oh,
That was Shade.
alright.
I'm set to push to talk for the 4th time.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Fucking internet.
Yep. This should be interesting. Honestly, other than needing to put hydrogen on this thing, oh, which is another whole can of worms. Where the fuck are we gonna put the hydrogen?
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Other than needing hydrogen, I will be able to lift this thing off just with what I've got after it's built. So we'll be able to see how well it holds itself up. Which should be pretty well, honestly. Slim, I am building a murder tube. We are building a Space Engineer's Infernal Cooker.
Also, Kira, I may have been a dum-dum.
That's what the interior is gonna look like all the way down.
Kira?
Yeah, I heard you said you'd been a dum-dum. That does not narrow things down, Dirk.
Okay, so you know how my ship has been stopping
Yeah.
from going up any further?
Yeah.
It's
You
because
realize
it's in
you
gravity.
built with Atmos or something?
It's got no. It stops by gravity.
Is it? It's so light it's stopped by gravity.
Well, no, it weighs 500,000, almost 500,000. But if I'm not in atmosphere with this ship, I go float.
Yeah. You didn't put a gravity generator on it. Which reminds me,
No,
this time I will be putting a gravity generator on my ship.
I put a gravity gen on it. I didn't put downwards thrust on it though. That type of dumb.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
But then again, I don't really it's not really going to be exiting gravity unless it's attached to another ship.
Believe me, I'm so glad I did have down thrust on the dry heave because it makes it so much easier to land than just cutting your thrust.
This
With
sounds
big-
like something that would happen in Florida.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I'm sending you pictures.
Oh God.
You're
I swear
don't
if it's a
know.
if it's the knife sticking out of an alligator's head, that was Florida.
Nope. It's even more funny.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that. Okay, no. To be fair, this is Thursday in Florida. That's a normal thing that happens in Florida.
Why do you think I said I swear this would be Florida?
Of course, you need to swap out the Coke for bath salts, but
Fair.
it's Florida. Even they know what they're about.
Oh, that is immediately so much better.
What?
Me resetting my internet.
Nice. It has been a while since I reset my modem. I might do that after stream today. I should be the only one awake at that point, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, Kira, the Avalon, it ends before it hits, the thrust cone ends before it hits the ground.
Oh, good.
Come look.
And that's with it. Alright, I'll stand down there.
Yeah, it's like one small grid block from the ground.
Alright. As long as you're confident. Yeah, Slim should be on soon. He said he's almost home. Yeah, this is gonna be 300 thrusters in up, down, left, and right. And then I'll mount my forward and back separate. Which I don't even know what I'm gonna use for forward and back yet.
Yeah, Kira, I've put my ship up higher because my miner ain't gonna be able to attach to it and get the oars upside down.
Yeah, why didn't you put a
It-
full
it's-
6 directions on your thrust? That seems a little weird.
That was accidental.
Yes, I know, Shade. It's Derg, so don't put things at a discount, but it's still weird.
Fair.
It's like
Eh.
rule number 1 is make sure you put thrust on every direction.
You do realize I'm the one keeping you alive. Maybe
The
you
person
should
who I would
have
be
your
most
doctor
surprised to see make that mistake would be Slim.
Except he has made that mistake once.
He has.
Yeah. Well,
Then
no,
again,
to
you've
be
known them
to
longer
be
than I
specific,
have.
he made the mistake of not putting enough with the Lobster's original version before he rebuilt it with the Rexes. But yeah, no, that streaming icon is just not going away.
It's gone away from me.
It has not for me. It's been up there near continuously for the last like 10 minutes. It's a little concerning. If
Derek,
it
what
wasn't
have you done?
if it wasn't for the fact that technically my ship is part of the base and not separate from the base, I'd be saying I need to blueprint this. But honestly, I can't blueprint it right now.
Well, I'm almost done with the lifter, at least with the lifter ship enough to where I can start using Bob.
Yeah.
If you want, I can mag plate to your ship when I'm done and lift it off so you can blueprint it.
But yeah, Kira, I can make an exploration ship with a jump drive.
Yeah, nice. Thankfully, it doesn't require too much other than the fact that you need superconductors and yeah, superconductors. So I'd say hop to it, but that's a little tacky. Am I already out of interior plates again? Oh, I can place these without needing interior plates. Let's empty my inventory of some steel plates so I can put more interiors down. I grab more interiors.
Bitch, I said piston, not pillar. Motherfucker.
So this should be... So today is the core infrastructure for this ship. I will continue working on it off stream. I'll be streaming in the morning again tomorrow morning, just like I always do. But I will try to get more of the infrastructure fleshed out, like jump drives, stuff like, you know, jump drives, batteries, the whole 9 yards on, you know, the stuff on the inside. And then get you know, hydrogen tanks, oxygen tanks, you know, all that. Get that all ready to go so that tomorrow we hopefully can just work on the decorative aspect of my ship.
And then the day after we can do weaponry.
Well, that'll be part of the decorative aspect, honestly.
Fair. I'm stealing your Bob.
All right.
I'm stealing Bob the Builder. Bob the...
Can he fix it? No, it's fucked.
You so ugly, Bob the Builder took one look at you and said, I can't fix that.
Oh, God.
We're a little bit twisted. Just a wee bit.
It's not too bad.
Could be worse.
Yeah. At least it's not the current, you know, current state of public broadcasting in the U.S.
Fair.
I grew up watching PBS. I'm a little disappointed in it being defunded.
Yeah, so did I.
I won't say I enjoyed Sesame Street all the time, but it was there when I had nothing else to watch. And if that's not worth, you know, worth being a little upset about it, I don't know what is. What'd you do?
I'm done with the internet.
Did your computer just crash?
Nope, I just saw something.
Why are you browsing? Why are you browsing Reddit at the same time you're playing Space Engineers?
Instagram, because I'm waiting on Bob to build this.
Fair enough, but it's also Instagram, so it can't be too bad. I'm about to get a picture of something on Instagram that I'm going to dislike, aren't I?
I'm not sending you the picture, I'm just gonna type you what it was.
It does, Slim? Nice. That's like 3 out of 10 effed up for the internet though, Shade.
What? It's my favorite video game that I've never seen that of yet.
You obviously have not spent enough time on the internet if you have not seen any yet.
I've seen it of Subnautica.
That really does not surprise me, honestly.
Fuck a doo doo. I love that for them.
Oh man.
By the way, Slim, you're probably gonna murder me when you get on.
That's if he doesn't murder me first.
No, my fuck up was bigger.
What? Which one?
Which one?
I mean, the question is valid and you know it.
Just point towards the barn, Kira. He'll see it.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, no, that is a bit of an ah fuck, right?
Yeah, Slim is going to murder me. I'm sorry, Slim. I really am. I didn't mean to.
To be fair, you did it to the whole base.
Yeah, I only meant
His
to...
response was, "Who dies first?" Can we say Steve dies first?
Yeah. We volunteer Steve as tribute.
Wait, why am I trying? Why am I weighing in on this? It wasn't me that did it.
Steve is being voluntold.
Let's be honest, he would just because he'd find it funny.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, Livian, I am building a war crime.
No, I think my small ship is more of a war crime than your ship, honestly, Kira.
These are all thrusters. Pointing to the inside of a ship. Dirk first.
Dirk first, yes.
I wonder how Slim's gonna kill me, considering no one can find me.
Is
He's
that a
got
fucking
admin
challenge?
mode. He's got admin mode, and yeah, are you
I've got
challenging
a
people to
speedy-
find you?
And I've got a fast ass ship with a shit ton of weapons.
Although it is currently missing one at the moment.
Oh, it
You
is-
never
oh,
turned
shit,
on the
it is.
projector to put it back on it.
Yeah, but Shade, I don't have any antennas or beacons.
Yeah, but I know.
Which is actually
I-
against the rules of the server. You're supposed to have a beacon with your faction name and with your faction
You're not
initials
the ship.
and the name of the ship.
Wait. I didn't realize that part. But yeah, I'll have to try and incorporate an antenna in the ship.
Yeah, it comes in handy when you need a rescue because you got shot down and you're still alive.
But yeah, I am just waiting for my iron to go through.
Are you remembering to squat?
Probably not, honestly, knowing him.
No, matter of
Because
fact,
the way you said that, Dirk, brought to mind that you were having trouble passing something.
I tested kidney stone last night. It was not fun.
Yeah, no, kidney
Yeah,
stones are
boy.
never fun. That's
They've got a point, Kira.
You're not wrong, Livian. You're not wrong. But I've committed this far, so I'll do the top of the one over there in cargos.
Also, what if one of my ships is too small for a beacon or
It is
antenna?
It is physically impossible even for a small grid to be too small for beacons. They can. Oh crap! That was not a spot that needed one.
I think
No, like
for
I mean literally too small. It's just got armor and it's got the bare necessities.
You could always replace some of the armor with a beacon. And considering a beacon is one of the bare necessities on the server, if it doesn't have it, you don't have the bare necessities.
he's got a point.
Baloo would be very disappointed in you.
I don't need as much downward thrust as I do upward thrust. Because I feel like 1,000,000 kilograms weighing me down is plenty of downwards, right?
Yeah, for what you're lifting, yeah. To be fair, if I'm Shade, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't beacons not deform?
They don't.
So that technically makes them better armor than armor blocks.
No, because the armor on them is weak.
Yes, but it's better armor than armor blocks for around hydrogen tanks. No reason not to put it next to your hydrogen. No reason not to put your beacon next to your hydrogen blocks so that as a deflector for a deformation.
Yeah,
Weirdly
the
enough,
beacon-
the new 3x3 floor blocks don't deform.
no, they don't.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the all the floor blocks don't deform, but the 3x3s are cost effective. It's for volume covered quickly.
Yeah, I've got 16 downwards facing Rex thrusters. I think that's plenty of downwards thrust, right?
Probably.
Also,
Hey.
would I be able to visit you so I could possibly trade those
That's
seats
also
for you?
1,100 steel plates, though, Slim. At that point,
Yeah,
And look how
Uh,
big refineries are. Then
he's talking about using them to protect hydrogen tanks,
still.
which does make a certain amount of twisted sense, but
Also, I didn't find seeds. I was just fucking with Kira.
yeah,
hey, you're a bitch.
I am a bitch. Thank you for noticing.
At least she's internally consistent.
Like,
Also, one of your air vents are showing in outer space.
what?
I think I know the one he's talking about, and ignore it.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. I need to fix that, but I just got to get up there to do it.
Seemingly, since
Yeah.
I have been quite close to it lately, I could go sort it out for you.
I'm actually concerned about that base attacking you if you did.
Which base?
I'm neutral with it.
Which base?
Is it the
If you don't know,
Senpai,
you
the
don't
Great?
know.
Is it the Senpai, the build satellite? Is it the gateway station?
All I know is the GKS.
Yeah, Slim's saying the Senpai's air vents are currently. Oh yeah, no, the Senpai's air vents are currently visible because Slim was not able to find where it was leaking air. or why the Atmo wasn't filling. So he put them both to show on HUD because he was looking for them. That's why those are there.
Understandable.
There.
And right as he was about to log off, he found it.
Lifter ship is done. It's very bare bones, but
I mean, it's a lifter ship that's going to be used temporarily and then gotten rid of. It doesn't need to be anything more than bare bones.
well, no. Honestly, this lifter ship can be used to lift multiple things. It could
Fair
even
enough.
lift your station.
Probably. I still like the elegance of my lifter though. And mine and you've already seen how this thing can do donuts in the when it's empty. Literal donuts.
Yeah, I've flown it. Fun to fly.
Oh yeah. Hey Steve, how you doing?
Steve, Slim is gonna murder you.
But not before he murders Durg.
Fair. Don't worry, Steve. I'll be at your funeral. I'll bring cupcakes.
I think he might be a Tim Hortons kind of guy.
Yeah, probably. Steve has no clue what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, no, Slim is murdering people because the base accidentally got whitewashed. That's exactly my opinion of it, Slim. So Shade went to so when Shade and I expanded the area I'm currently building and put all this in, I placed all these down and I was using the silver skin. I had the silver skin on all this. She decided to paint it all gray, but she did it by paint everything on the base.
I accidentally did control shift, not
Yeah.
just control.
Yeah. So this was blue. This was a blue roof. Those were blue roofs with red walls and yellow doors. That was solid red. All of it got paint. All of it is no longer painted. Or rather, it's all painted default color now. Technically, neither did I, but I'm in the list of people to be murdered too, Steve. Yeah, and textures too, yeah. Oh no, this is thrusters. This is just a thrust. This is just an internal thruster pack for my new ship. Oh, you mean that? Oh yeah, no, that is a big ass cannon. For 1,500 barrel.
Show Steve the turret block I made.
Which one? The one down here?
The one that made a crater.
Oh, that, yeah. So she built. No. It is the
Never
Archon
gave me
cannon.
free will.
It is the Archon cannon, but it's from the assault weapon pack. Shade built this as a pump and dump defense turrets. Yeah. Shade built this as pump and dump defense arrays. She was moving a second one,
Which is why I'm
And it
building
fell.
this dedicated lifter.
and it fell.
Right over here, Kira.
Yeah, oh, I'm here.
I am inside the crater.
I am at the lip of the crater. She is at the bottom.
No, now I'm
That-
at the bottom.
You are 77 meters away from me. Stand on the other edge.
I can
Opposite
see
me.
where Steve is sleeping.
Hey, it's 110 meters, 109. Yeah. That was from like 12. That was like from like 12 to 15 meters, not blocks, meters above the surface of the ice. That was terrifying.
Imagine it was 12 to 15 blocks above the
Yeah,
ice.
that would. To be fair, it was also loaded down with ammo, though.
Look, Steve, over here is where I dropped it from like 2 meters.
And it survived that one.
It survived it, but look at the ice.
It get, I swear, I swear, shade dropping that gives all new meaning to the to the nickname Crater Face.
And that's one of the smaller ones I've got designed. I've got one that weighs 5.5 million kilos. That one doesn't even weigh 1 million.
That one
It's
nearly
close.
weighed 1 million.
21,000 off, but still.
Hey, Shade,
Why?
I got you a gay rifle.
I already have the gay rifle.
Do you, Kira?
I'm pretty sure I don't have the rainbow rifle, but but I have a fair number of oh, Steve can't get in my VC. Right, I'm coming, Steve.
You may want to allow him to do that.
I have. Yeah, we're in my VC, Steve.
Hello, Stevie boy.
Hello there.
Stevie Wonder in the
Hey,
house.
Steve.
What
told you-
is Doug going to be targeting?
Yes. It's
Slim
Dirk.
Slim made a hit list for people he's going to get revenge on his paint from. And Dirk was at the top of the list, followed by you, then Sarah, then Ghost, then me.
Leave me the fuck out of this.
No, fuck you.
I've done fucking nothing.
No, fuck you.
To be fair, his
Wish.
reaction right now is exactly what I predicted.
Hell, I wasn't even on yesterday.
It's true, he wasn't. Yes, wait. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
Steve, copy that.
Oh, now Slim's also mad at you over the hole that hole. Now, Shay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Shade is never gonna live this one down.
So
It was an accident. The
Doug?
mag plate broke from the weight of the ship.
Yeah, in retrospect, we probably should have put
have
2 there.
you got to test out your ship, your version 2 of
Yes.
it?
He's
Yes,
currently
it
in
works.
space in it, yeah. And he forgot
Okay, it
down
works.
thrust.
I will
No.
now delete
No,
your
don't
version
delete.
1.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's not.
but yeah, this thing works like a tree.
I will now delete the one that the current one that I have pinned for you. Steve, you don't want to hit this dude to a mess. I had to clean up a base. You just
Oh,
No,
all the
don't even-
scraps.
don't even put me there, man. I've been cleaning up my mess.
You've been better
not
about
my
it than
fault.
most of us. You've been better about it than most of us, but early on you had your own fair share
I
of
had-
messes.
No. if
To
I
be
attack
fair,
a base,
you
right,
were on
I destroy
Triton
it
when you
completely.
started, so you kind of needed anything you could get.
Yeah, that, and on top of that, if I attack a base, I pull my grinder ship up and I grind it right down to nothing.
To be fair, were you able to get the little bits that were stuck in the ground under it?
Yep, everything. I get
Oh,
I
nice.
get fucking everything out.
Nice.
But as of ship wise, you know, taking out ships,
You were less
I
diligent
can
there.
no, it's because when it hits the ground, it's gone. It's deleted.
Then, like, boom.
So I'm taking my big ship. I will be taking my big ship out in space, and that's what will be doing all my fighting. Because then the
enough.
ship can't fall. Right? If it can't fall,
I think the only person on the server, that's currently on the server that's
But-
not on the hit list is Joe, and that's because Joe hasn't been on in like a week.
I have a question. If I was to take on a dangerous encounter with a tiny fighter,
You
will it
die.
attack my base? I'm not you.
Yeah.
I know how to do spaceship battle.
It would
First of
probably.
all, fuck you.
I mean, to be fair, Shade, our history with those isn't exactly stellar.
Oh, no. I defended this entire base by myself when the Light Star took out our main gun.
I'm
That's
not
because
denying
your
that.
computer
I'm talking
crashed.
about the dangerous encounters, not regular encounters.
Well, no, Steve, yesterday, Light Star took out our 1500 at its base.
Well, that's a
I'm
plus
not
one.
much better. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, no.
Long ass.
How in 2001,
No. See, I'm not.
They didn't keep
What I
your
was
word,
really
so-
trying to figure out is, see, I don't want the dangerous encounter to come towards my place.
It'll home
So
in.
if I go to
It'll
a
home in on on the faction that triggered it, I think.
yeah, so my thing is because it's 6 kilometers away. Can I jump into my little fighter ship,
Oh yeah,
make
that's
it
right.
follow me for a while?
Steve, I lost the dry heave.
Dry heave.
My
It's
big,
big
ship.
ass shit.
Oh, your warship?
Mm-hmm.
Show him what's left of it.
Yeah, you want to see what's left of it?
I would love to see what's left of it.
It ain't much.
That's what's left of it. 2 blocks. And it took Shade like an hour to find those laying on the moon.
Do you want to see what is left of my first large grid?
A crater? I've seen that before. You showed it to me.
No, I mean like other ship itself.
Oh, you actually found some of it?
I actually blueprinted what was left of it.
Oh, that's right, you did. I remember. Yeah, you showed that to me once already.
Did I?
Yeah. I have started construction on the new big ship. This time I'm
But here-
actually building the reactors into it instead of adding them after the fact.
Kira,
Yeah?
can we find gold on the asteroids?
No, only on the moon.
Oh,
And
okay.
on Pertam.
Okay, yep.
So, was that you?
Yeah, I'm just making sure the weapons work and
All right.
cleared
When
up
I saw
properly.
it fire, I was like, "What the fuck is coming in?"
Just me doing some weapons tests. I probably should have done this sooner, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Also, Steven, the coordinates I sent you are to my refinery ship.
Why aren't?
No,
you
I thought
with-
that was for a safe haven away from
Slim.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Technically is, considering it's 30 kilometers out of space.
that's not safe.
That
No,
is not safe
that's
at all.
Not safe at all.
It's got a railgun, it's got a dual railgun turret on top of it.
No.
That's
it's
not enough to keep it safe. That's enough to make it a target.
You want to? I will explain to you why that's not safe. We are at peace with their fashion, so our turrets will not aim at them.
Shade, are you
True.
still weapon testing, or is there actually something there?
Just weapons testing.
The new battle miner? Nice. Slim starting a new battle miner after his miner got put through its paces.
Also, Stephen, I have a bed up here, so I'll be fine if we have to jump off when I'm up here.
That's fine.
Aha! And it is a good thing that I did do this.
You could also just go all of
Why?
this stuff
What did you do?
I need to raise the dual railgun.
Right?
1 block higher,
And just
2 blocks.
2 blocks. All right.
It's a good thing I did go through that, because that railgun would have destroyed that entire thing.
Yeah, I kind of figured it. I was kind of questioning why you left it why you had it like that, but I was like, it might work. Let's try it.
I originally did plan to have it higher.
But then you decided to try and make it more squat.
A bit more compact, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get a functional inner on this thing today so that we can work on shaping the outer tomorrow. Theoretically, by the time stream ends today, I want this to be able to fly if we stick a cockpit on it.
And hydrogen.
True. Although, that means I also gotta get O2H2s on here.
I need to get O2H2 on my list
Yeah,
of
neither of us built on a connector or or a conveyor of any kind, so yeah.
Well, mine will be an easy fix. I can just move the stick and conveyor it up, honestly.
I should take this one too.
I mean, I know I cross over a conveyor line, so yeah, no,
Well, no,
I can
Doug,
just
did
run
you-
I can just run a conveyor stick straight up to it. It really won't matter.
Do you notice on what I mean by?
Oh yeah,
you
Slim's
cannot
miner is
control
so
the
heavy
ship?
it can't land on planet right now. That's right. It's got so much gold on it, he can't land.
Here,
Last I
can
played-
Steve talk?
Sorry, I was talking to Sarah.
Type of what? No, the last time I took Doug's ship out, right? The one that he just mined, and because I wanted to go test it out. He goes, "Oh, put it to half capacity." My ass put it to almost 3/4 capacity, and it would barely get up. I had like
Sense bullshit.
wiggle wob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Ghost just popped in and said, I sense bullshittery.
Ghost, isn't there always bullshittery going on here, though?
Yes, there always is.
So that's nothing new, honestly.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be a little ridiculous once it fires up the first time.
Actually, no, you're right, Kira. One was plenty to raising it up.
Yeah.
Might build a new grinder ship.
We really do need a grinder ship for our base, Kira.
Really? You think so?
Or at least a welder ship.
A welder ship would be more likely, although honestly, we have a welding platform, so
Well, I thought
Yeah,
why got fucking dying so much out
That's
there, eh?
only really good for if we're printing stuff.
you mean like those ridiculous little things you're making?
The fuck
Big
you
things.
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although to
I
be
called
fair,
them.
it's probably too heavy. You know what? You would have had no problem lifting that with a large grid. Nah,
Why
think
do you
about it.
think-
A large grid armor would have been able to handle that weight.
Why do you think I'm building my lifter ship to be large grid?
Fair enough. Primarily because you're planning on using merge blocks.
Fair. And I mean, even with just 4 mag plates, it would have been fine.
Yeah, but with merge blocks, you can set up a printer to, a projector to just pull them out of the freaking, printer. You'll have to move a little slow, but you can set it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one I know. As much as I dislike using printers, using them for disposable turrets like that is one source that I actually approve of.
Printers.
No, I said I made that noise because I sneezed so much in a row.
But
Sneezed like 10 times in a row.
Ghost, at least I'm getting all the gyros down first. Before, instead of having to play find a spot for gyros.
Hide the gyro.
Yeah,
Hydro.
this'll
Hydro gyro.
this'll make 120 gyros before any armor or anything is on.
Fun.
If that's not enough gyros to keep this ship mostly stable during flight, nothing is enough.
I'm probably gonna need to add a few more gyros to the lifter ship because it's only got 9 large grid gyros.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, no, you probably need to. Mine has 20. My lifter.
Yeah, except look how big your lifter is compared to mine.
And mine was intended for orbital use.
Well, I am
That was
designing
intended
mine.
for being an ounce.
I am designing mine to be able to go into space if need be.
I mean, to be fair, everything on this server can go into space with these thrusters. Because we're building everything in hydrazine, nothing can't go to space.
Yeah, he's not wrong. We do have everything here that can go up into space.
It's wonderful actually, because it means that we can literally just grab any ship in our personal fleets and just go to space instead of having to
Yep.
make sure we're on one specific ship and that and that it's fully charged up. They're all ready to go and they can get up there on a dirty rag and a wet fart.
Pretty much.
You see, I trust a wet fart more than I trust he's just a friend.
You're completely justified in that, honestly.
That's
Don't
all
trust a
I'm
fart. Let's be a fart.
Please be a fart, please be a fart, please. Damn it!
Pretty much, eh?
God, I think we've all had moments like that in the past about some, at one point or another. Please be a fart. Please be a fart. Please be a fart. Please be a fart. God.
That's about right, eh?
Oh, especially on long car trips. Especially on long car trips. It's always the long car trips where it's the
Jesus.
worst.
Fuck!
I didn't do it this
Why
time.
do you use such foul language? Like, fuck.
I mean, technically he did.
Oh, fuck you, Steve.
I mean, it's not like it, you know, he did.
Slim, I am coming up into space because I need to steal gold.
That is just an invitation to be murdered before before Steve and Dirk.
I am stealing gold for the sake of our base. Please do not murder me.
Fair enough.
Don't.
Yeah, our
Ooh.
base is completely out of power cells right now.
That does not surprise me. You should be able to make them, though.
Look at the master assembler.
Is it clogged up again?
No, it's just got a lot of shit it's making right now because of all your fucking gyros.
I haven't started
Wow.
building anything yet.
Oh, well, just look.
It is
at the
your
fucking-
ship that is causing it, not mine. The Bob is over
My
by
ship
you.
is done.
Well, then why is it crafting stuff for gyros? Because I'm not built. I am placing gyros. Bob is
And
not
you don't have
over
Bob,
my-
then what the fuck is it doing?
preparing. Yeah, what to be?
Preparing,
Yeah, it's preparing for the absolute dumpster fire that will be this shit being built.
What'd I do? What'd I do?
Oh, that was just Slim shooting at us again. Okay.
Actually, Slim, next time you're on, I may have you bring the miner away from the Lagfest that is your station. And then grab the gold.
Listen, dude. You're already on his shit list. Why would you even risk it more?
Because I know if he
Oh
does
no,
attack
no,
me, my
his
ship can
station's
take-
gone. The only thing up there is his satellite.
The one with all the hinges?
Yep, that's gone.
It is?
Yep, has been for
Okay.
it has been since yesterday. How did you not notice?
Because I didn't go up I didn't go near there yesterday.
You went from plant. Oh right, No, you went back. You did twice. You went
No.
past it twice. You went past the area
No.
it was in twice.
I went down towards Steve's base, then to our base, and to intentionally avoid it.
You have to go to Gateway. You
No,
go
you
past
don't.
it from Steve's base or our base.
It never loaded in for me, so.
That's because it's gone.
Oh. There we go. It works.
I honestly thought that was freaking lightning. All right, that is 5 reactors for this ship. 5 large reactors and 30 small reactors. If this thing runs out of power once I get batteries on it, I need to smack a bitch because it should not run out of batteries with how much is on it.
You need to smack yourself because you're the one who built it.
Okay, that's actually justified in calling me out like that. Fair enough.
We're all bitches here.
I can already hear Steve like, excuse-moi?
Excuse-moi?
I'm just trying to find out why you're trying to talk about yourself like that. It's pretty rude.
Oh, I know I'm a bitch. I'm a proud bitch.
I spent 20 years in food service. I'm not only a bitch, I'm a motherfucker, depending on what customer you ask. So
No wonder we're out of power cells. I forgot how much these 16X batteries take.
good thing I haven't built any yet.
They take almost 2,000 each.
Yeah.
Wow, no. Near a conveyor. Wow.
Oh, Shade, come look how I'm mounting the 16X hydrogen tanks on here.
I just went into your ship. Hello.
They're going to be one of those on each corner of the center pylon for hydrogen.
That is the equivalent of
Enough hydrogen
Uranus.
to blow this base up.
192 hydrogen tanks.
Yep.
I've just got one 16X on here because that's all it really needs.
Yeah, but this... This is significantly bigger. So
On my ship, I'm probably gonna need 3 times that many.
I mean, if you were using regulars, I'd agree with you, but again, 16s.
Okay, maybe instead of 3 in a row, I'll probably need like 5 in a row.
I am
I've got
putting
260.
I am putting redundancy on the access to these, so if one gets taken out, all of them don't become inaccessible in a section.
Yeah. Hey, you're learning from me. Fuck ton of redundancy.
Redundancy is the name of the game when it comes to warships. If one clever shot can take out your entire operation, then you've done something wrong.
I've got on my front
Steve learned that the hard way.
on my front thrusters alone. I have 6
That's what I'm
different-
saying, yep.
No. I have 4 different ways hydrogen can get into my front thrust.
Hey Steve, I'm gonna go check what this station would want resource wise.
Wait, what?
Honestly,
I'm
outside
heading
of
towards the
Prototech
station.
stuff, most of these stations ain't worth it.
But the monies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do we really need the money?
Also, uranium.
Alien.
You can get uranium on stations as well.
Don't like the way
I
this
am
is.
going to go fly up and grab just an absolute metric fuck ton of gold from Slyn.
Fair enough.
First, I'm gonna rearm my ship because I am low on ammo.
Chad, do y'all think I got enough hydrogen on this ship?
No.
Nope.
It's gonna
There
be
is no
12,
such thing as
12 16X hydrogen tanks.
Kira, there is no such thing as too much hydrogen until you're on fire.
You know, I can't argue with that advice.
Hindenburg.
Considering it's the game's advice as well.
You know something I just realized? All of those corners that corner all the way down is actual reinforced corner, not junctions. So I have to put those in like that to actually connect them.
Basically, what I'm hearing is you fucked up.
Me trying
Yep,
to reduce the
trash
number of
shit.
junctions I was using means I have to increase the number of junctions I'm using.
As I said, you fucked up.
Don't say that out loud. Listen, man. We're trying not
You do
to
realize
let him know.
I'm the one keeping you off.
Fuck you and your chicken strips.
Why are you fucking chicken strips?
I say.
Especially someone else's. That's just disgusting.
Steve's got a point there.
chicken
Shay.
nuggies.
What'd you say, person?
Wow.
Which one of
The
us?
amount of
Ghost, not
disrespect.
ghost. Ghost. Oh god.
The
Ghost
amount of
is my name.
disrespect.
Just get Ghost and Dirg confused.
Yes, she did.
I'm going to be murdered now, aren't I?
Honestly, that might be the only thing that gets you a slight reprieve from Slim.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I've already killed them.
I've got plenty of ammo on here.
Shade.
For now.
I've already killed Shade. And you-
Hey,
And you
hey.
can't really sit there and ask me, when did I kill you? Because I've clicked it.
I don't give a fuck that you've killed me. I'll come to your base and kill you.
I killed you in the funniest way fucking possible.
You know,
Hey,
do
sure,
I
sure.
really
What's
need
that?
a huge amount of
What?
oxygen on this?
I would,
Yes.
since you're having lived quarters,
Well-
yes.
I mean,
Also,
I'm gonna
Shade,
be putting O2H2 generators on it.
What, dude?
you did
what
kill
the-
yourself by your own stupidity.
Oh, I do that all the time.
At least he's honest.
Yeah,
But you've done the exact fucking thing. Hey, hey, Kira.
Yeah.
Come here.
Give me just a minute.
hi, caramba.
Where are you, Shade?
At my landing pad.
There's an acquisition contract and it gives you 350,000 SC.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
The Shade is on
Yeah,
the hunt.
I'm already at 300 meters a second.
Yeah. Instant.
This thing
Steven?
is just a Yeetus machinist.
Steven,
Yes?
can you go get us some silver?
It's on asteroids.
Or get it from the base, because we only need like a handful. We need 148.
Oh, fuck me. I just ran out of
But yeah.
hydrogen for some reason.
148 silver?
Yeah, just 14.06 liters.
Does that mean you were about to free fall?
If I can find where I put my O2H2s, no.
So you are
And-
148.
Are your batteries
Yeah,
on
so-
or are they in charge?
Yeah, 148 silver and 27 reactor components.
Does it really matter? Because I've always got my, reactors on.
It does matter if your reactors
How
are out
many
of fuel.
reactor? And how
They're
many
not.
reactor
27.
components?
Got 143 years left. But no,
27.
my hydrogen says 0.
check your actual tanks instead of relying on that gauge.
I am. It says 0.
How?
I don't know.
Oh
station.
no. Oh no. Your ship was connected, and most of
Eh.
the hydrogen tanks are turned off right now.
It doesn't matter. I was able to get my O2H2 turned on.
No, but it matters
Yeah,
because it
we
means
see the
all
space
of the
engine.
all of the
It is
hydrogen from
natural
your
hydrogen.
ship was yanked into your
About
lifter
to kill.
because all the O2H2, all the
Nope.
uh,
My lifter isn't connected to a conveyor network yet.
oh, all right, and these aren't, weird.
It's not a big deal. My hydrogen's already back
It's
up to 5%.
still confusing about how it was empty.
The hydrogen's already back up to 7% now, so
Mm.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Take that. Careful there. Careful there. Okay, I'm coming.
Thank you. Also, there are some
Busy.
pretty reputable hauling contracts if we get a jump drive up.
I have a jump drive up.
Oh,
I'm
well,
just
there's a hauling contract that will give us 3.2 million if we deliver some cargo 21,000 kilometers away.
Yeah, but you would want me to have my large ship ready to go,
True.
right?
Yeah.
I got 2 fully charged jump drives in there.
Depending on how big it is, that might not even be enough to make a 17-kilometer jump.
I know.
Who cares?
Slim
We've got
Slim
under
had
2 hours to do the job.
Slim had tried to jump with a full load of gold in his, and why am I building times 2s? I want times 16s.
My hydrogen tank's already
And he
up
could only
to about-
jump like 20 kilometers with a full load of gold.
My tanks are at 9% now, so I just went ahead and turned off my O2H2s. I can have them on when I am at the station loading up on gold and other resources.
Alright, that is 18 batteries times 16 batteries.
God damn! That's gonna be a lot.
Think
of-
about the scale of my
You
ship.
are low on power.
That's about 36,000 power cells.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even use
That's
that much on any of my ships. What are you doing?
I'm making sure I'm making sure my power will not fail. Same reason I've
My
got
ship
five
almost
large nuclear reactors and 30 small nuclear reactors.
I think that's one thing that I should really put on is reactors.
Replace 90-degree turns in your conveyors with them. Because they
I barely have any of those.
if you have a junction they just used to turn, replace it with that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But I don't.
fair enough.
Everything on mine's
90.
everything I got is pretty much a straight.
Yeah. In that case, fill the corners of those of the junctions with reactors. You know, if you've got
Yeah,
empty space connected to a reactor and you're not already putting a gyro in it, put a reactor in it.
Oh, I pretty much everywhere I can I shove a freaking gyro so I can spin that. My goal is to be able to go and spin that ship quickly. Even if
There
it's
are
small.
already 120 gyros on mine, and it's just a skeleton right now. Steve, I need you to fly over to my base and look at the scale of this thing that I've built.
Hang on, I'm doing a delivery service.
Fair enough.
Okay,
we used
so
to be-
this place doesn't have uranium, but it's got a Vector Clancola. It's got an elite hand drill, just under 2,000 liters of hydrogen, 5,000, or just over 4,000 kilograms of iron ore. It's got 15.
Well, you better be outside because I'm not staying.
It's got 15. It needs to be dropped off in your ship.
He's saying
I just
if
carried
you
it all
want
here.
to, he's saying if you don't want to get left behind, get your keister outside.
Oh, my ship's outside already.
He's saying get your keister outside unless you want to be left behind.
I'm on the landing
I'm not
pad. Docking in 3, 2, 1.
Kira, check the base. Do we need any nickel or cobalt?
I
Yeah.
don't think we do, but I'll check.
What are you? Like, are you in the trade station or are you?
Yeah, I'm in.
I know for a fact we don't need any iron.
Let's see if I get past the assemblers down to storages. That's where we're fine.
Are you fucking kidding me?
18K, 159K, 3,710K.
Okay, we're good.
That's nickel. Cobalt's in the same kind of numbers.
Besides you.
Okay.
So is silicon.
Are you
So
kidding me?
and ice. Honestly, it's just platinum, gold, and silver that were not stupid sized numbers.
Well, he only had 26 platinum and 5 silver,
Fair enough.
and then 1.82 thousand gold that aren't in the assemblers.
I'm off. Delivery has been finished.
Delivery service is rendered.
Yeah, so keep in mind, my fashion was exposed to be a trading fashion. Like
So,
support, trading, military. That's what we want to
Once Bob gets on this thing, which I'll probably use Bob off stream so that just to reduce the load of how much time is being hopefully how many people are on. I know that won't change it, but hope, not nothing concrete.
Shoot that man.
Yeah, he thought Ghost thought you were at our base.
I don't think your guns would be able to go and hit me, especially if they're being fired one at a time.
The difference is we've got a 1500 Archon that's automated.
What I'm saying, if it's being fired one at a time, you guys wouldn't be able
That
to.
whole turret block is automated.
Yeah, this whole time.
Especially if fucking Shade is controlling it.
Oh no, they're automated. Nobody is handling
I know.
it. They do it
That's why
automatically.
I'm saying if Shade took control of it, I don't think he can hit a broadside of a bone.
Okay, Steve, just shut the fuck up. You're kind of pissing me off now.
This
relax your tits.
this genuinely feels like Steve might show up to the base to a warhead underneath his cryo soon.
Nah. I've got other plans.
Incriminating evidence mailed to a home. That's always fun.
Nope. I'm just gonna go with the classic pipe bomb in the mailbox.
The U.S. Postal Service doesn't approve of that ever since the mid '90s. All right, I'll be right back.
Fair enough. But no, Steve, you are kind of pissing me off when you say shit like that.
Well, I am a Canadian.
Canadians are polite, damn it.
That's what you fucking think.
There is a line between polite and nice.
That's
There's a
what you
difference between polite and don't be a shitcan.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm being polite.
So I am finally coming back to claim the wreckage of my first V2 Osprey. Probably also gonna take on this fortress tower. Not that I want to, but it's right where my wreck was, so I may have to, you know. Up, weapons hot.
All right, who's ready to see how long it takes me to get my webcam back in focus? Hey, instant. Nice.
You're about to hear some gunshots.
Yeah, I see the Monarch we got closing in.
No, I am right above it.
Fair enough.
I want to reclaim what little bit of ship was mine left. from
And the
first
Monarch
V2
Oh, you
incident.
attacked it already?
No, I have not. But I'm just saying, if it
It is
attacks
below
me,
the horizon line currently.
I'm going towards the ground right now.
Yeah, I'm saying the Monarch is below the horizon line and it's at a fortress tower.
I know.
Good luck and Godspeed.
I'm gonna try to avoid it as much as possible.
Fair enough.
Because I want to wait. If I could, I'd lure it back to base and see how well my turret block does.
Yes, let's not do that and say we did.
At least not until your
Thank you.
ship is done being built.
Yeah, thank you. So do I
Well, at
coat
least
this
he's
in
being
floor block in
considerate,
order to give
right?
it a non-deforming coating, or do I use heavy armor?
Heavy armor.
I'm thinking non-deforming coating around the middle where the hydrogens are, and then heavy armor over the rest. Because the last thing I want is a random armor deformation triggering a hydrogen chain reaction.
Why not do?
Don't get me
Why not
wrong.
do
I
the
think that
floor
would be
block
fun to do.
beneath-
Watch.
Why not do floor block beneath it and heavy armor on top, so you have 2 layers of armor around that?
That's what I'm thinking. But just on... Actually... I mean, it's just the hydrogens that I'm really worried about. I do spend a lot of time thinking about the game. I actually have trouble sleeping because I'll spend too much time thinking about it.
Well, there were some parallax ships there. They're no longer there.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, you're right. Armor in this game without a mod to buff the durability of it is essentially tissue paper. You're not wrong.
That's why the guys with the bigger gun wins.
Yeah.
There doesn't be any skill.
Kira, I think I've made just a tiny version of your dry heave.
Oh God.
Like, no, there was a parallax bunker right next to me, and it's already gone.
But Shade though, Shade. But what I can say is that as much as I do frustrate you, I do got to admit though, You can design ships a lot better than me, though. Like, especially your blue one there.
There is nothing left. Not even scrap, Kira.
Nice. Alright, I think I want double layer of heavy at these ends just because there are reactors right here. And oxygens. And batteries. You know what? I probably shouldn't have put so much dangerous stuff all at one end.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But it's always fun to
Yeah.
put dangerous stuff everywhere.
To be fair, this is the back of the ship, so if it's getting shot up, I'm screwed either way.
Yeah.
And don't worry, the thrusters I put on the inside are not all the thrusters that are going on this ship. I will be putting more lift thrusters on it. I am
Just when you feel good.
I am just waiting to add them externally instead of internally. And less centralized.
Yeah, I've made a small version of your dry heave, Kira.
Fun.
Like, just take your dry heave, make it small grid, and this is what you get. There is nothing left.
Good job.
And I didn't even take damage.
Oh, no.
I mean, the dry heave was freaking good for its time, but it is time we move past the dry heave.
No, all the damage I took is one slightly deformed armor block.
So about all the damage the dry heave took its first encounter. Proportionally.
I guess. I don't know about its first.
I think I lost.
encounter.
I think in its first encounter, I lost two blocks that were just decorative.
Too bad.
Yeah, there's also nothing left of my old Osprey, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Would have been nice to add it to the shipyard, the museum. Oh, what's this?
What's this? What's this? It's a little
There-
working man. What's this? What's this?
There is what looks like a bubble, a safe zone bubble.
Ah, that means you found somebody's base. Another faction's base.
No,
Or you found a
Outpost.
Factorum encounter, one of the two.
No, it's neutral.
Outpost can have them.
Oh yeah, but it wouldn't be a
Outpost can have
safe
'em.
zone in that. It would just be a zone where
A
you
bubble?
can't you can't shoot or break things.
I found Marty's base.
Yeah. It was
How do
somebody's
you know that
base.
it's Marty's base?
MAD compact
Marty.
antenna.
Yeah, Mad Marty.
Yep,
Okay.
found his base.
Well,
Think
you
of it.
know,
Has
I
he been
asked
on in the
you.
last few days?
He was on to the day before yesterday.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Small Grid 6284 SRG Roughneck.
Yep, that's a starter.
He's actually got a pretty nice base going on here.
Nice.
You know what? Just because I can. I put a GPS right next to his base.
Shade is gonna traumatize Marty at some point soon.
I am. I 100% am.
Also, Shade, any of my ships that you are near, do not put blocks on them.
I won't.
Yeah, that's why you died. That's why you were killed last time.
Not a bitch. Well, no, I am a bitch, but I'm not that kind of bitch.
She's more likely to slowly insert nails underneath your fingernail beds, kind of
Nah,
bitch.
bamboo shoots.
Yeah, they take too long. If you're going for the quick, for the quick pain, just go with the nails.
Whoever fucking said I want to go for quick pain? I like watching them suffer.
And the longer it takes, the more chance there is the cops get called on them being missing.
Not if they don't know that they're missing.
That's pretty unlikely.
Pretty sure Dirk's family would notice him missing.
Debatable.
Dirk, is
I was waiting
everything
for something
okay
like
at home? Is everything okay at home?
Oh, do we need?
Like, I was trying to give your family the benefit
help
of a
you.
doubt, but now I'm kind of concerned.
Considering with how big my family is, I don't even know. I probably only know not even quarter of them.
I found Ghost's base.
We already knew where that was. In fact, we picked you up from it when you first joined the server.
Hell, I know how freaking I knew where the fuck it was. It's because it shows up on my little HUD screen.
Kira,
Ooh.
I think the first thing we should do with your ship is there's a defense tower right near our base. We should attack it.
I mean, that's two
That's
days
neutral
away.
and that's Ghost.
Well, that tower has been there for like 3 or 4 days.
I think that's the point of it being ghosts.
I'm kind of just flying around the planet, seeing if I can't find any ore processing facilities.
No.
I mean, unless you're radium for Prototech scrap, is there really a point?
That is
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Fair enough. To
You
be
can
fair,
actually
I
get
think Dirk
proto-
was doing that too, so,
I'm at places
You
not
might,
yet explored.
yeah, alright.
Like I am at plateaus right now.
Ooh, you are way out there.
Yeah, I am 50 kilometers from Steve's base.
That reminds me,
about to go and
Steve, are
take on
you
a
on your way
carrier
back?
ship.
What?
And me?
Yeah, Steve, are you on your way back? You said you were going to come take a look at what I'm building.
Oh,
Unless
well,
you're in stream.
I've already. No, I'm not. Well, being is, I was already home.
Oh,
I
fair
asked
enough.
you if you still want me to come by, and
Oh, I think you asked while I was stepped away to the can.
no, you were talking.
Ah, yeah, no, that would track.
So I assumed you didn't
Hey,
hear me, and
come on in, come on over.
then
Damn
I got
it.
distracted.
Yeah, come
I
on
wish
over.
you had.
Come
I
on
wish
over
the
if you
dry
get the
heat
chance,
was
Steve.
still available right now.
Why? Why do you wish the dry heat was here?
They're the unidentified signal 138.2 kilometers away.
I'm about to go and take on a ship if you want to join.
But that's not the point. I'm talking about Prototech.
Yeah, she's talking about trying to get Prototech materials because we need them to.
We
We're
have
trying
the
to get a
Prototech
Prototech
sender.
fusion reactor on our base.
Oh wait, no, that's 1,382. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's a little outside of the range of even the dry heave. Well, no,
Either
it's not
way.
out of the range of the dry heave. The dry heave could jump nearly 2,000 blocks at a time. Well, 2,000 kilometers at a time.
Why do you keep saying blocks and then feet?
My brain does not think logically, and we both know it.
Fair enough.
Steve,
Yes.
cobalt is worth more than silver.
Yep. It's because cobalt's used for more. And it fluctuates over time. It's the economy. You go back there in 3 in-game days, and silver might be more, and cobalt be worth less than iron. Doubtful,
Yeah,
but it could.
Considering a steel plate is worth more than a single kilogram of uranium.
The economy has screwed up recently, apparently.
I'm coming back to base.
One motor is worth 1,190 space credits.
Yeah, no one ever said Space Engineer's economy made sense.
Not wrong.
No, I do like my
It's
little
like
ship.
the
Now that I'm
D&D
actually-
economy. It's whatever you want it to be.
Now that I'm actually consistently flying my ship, I like the way it handles, and you can just kind of cruise along in it.
Yeah, when you're using your ship for
Nefarious
lift or
deeds.
detail, it kind of acts a little wonky, doesn't it?
Not really.
Not as good as when you're just cruising, though, right?
So you
It's
still want me
about
to go
the
and check it
same.
out?
It's
Really?
about what, Steve?
You over here, Steve? Yeah, I wanted you to check
Go
out
around
what
shortly.
the scale of what I'm building.
Well, I've been watching it on stream the whole time.
Yeah, no, this thing is a little funny.
I've also been
Well-
looking for that ship I wanted to go take out of the sky.
I love how freaking just. I can't wait to see if this actually holds up. Hey, Reaper, it's been a while, man. How you doing, man? How's work been doing, man? Dude, family and work comes first, especially when life decides to throw you curveballs all the time. I do not blame you in the slightest.
But no, Kira, you would actually enjoy riding on this ship. It works really well. I could honestly retrofit this to be like a cargo ship, honestly.
Nice. It's always good.
This could make
Nice.
move my weapons up by 1 block and then put a few more modular cargos.
Yeah.
I've got an armed cargo ship.
I didn't realize it was fucking 10:30. Shit.
Yeah, it does not
Uh,
feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked. I was like, oh fuck, it's 10:30. I should get my shit going.
Hmm?
I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
Because-
you're getting ready to start streaming, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. Dude, I saw that 10.
What?
Yeah.
I just looked at at the hydrogen tanks on our base. Slim, what have you been doing that the hydrogen tank that's most accessible is hydrogen tank number 16,100?
Why do you have 16,100 oxygen tanks?
But the thing is, there's only about 60 of them here. How many did you build and break down? How much hydrogen have we
Yes.
lost?
Yes, the number is yes.
Oh my god. And this one's 1691.
I have a question, Kira. While you are at your base,
Yeah.
do you mind if I start a war with the Ember that's right beside you guys almost?
What, the
Wait for
fortress
me.
tower?
Yeah, the fortress tower and the parallax
for me.
military. Why? I'm already here. Well, then you go fight them. They're right here. You can deal with them.
I mean,
Well, I
honestly,
If you want to hire my services,
honestly, I don't care as
10K
long
credits.
as we don't, as long as you don't bring enemy ships down on our base.
Yep, of course.
Well, if
Debris
it
may
does
fall.
bring enemy ships to our base, it'll be a good test of my turret block.
Yeah, Steven, don't do on me. Don't drop a ship from orbit.
Yeah. Please don't drop a ship from orbit, please. Dirk
Yeah,
still
I
gets.
remember that.
Dirk somehow managed to get within 1 kilometer of me from orbit with a drone he knocked out of the air.
No, I didn't knock it out of the air. I just made it go
I
somewhere it
I
can't.
think you guys may need to slow down on your guys' builds.
Why?
I mean, like,
I'm
shrink the
actually
ship.
not running Bob right now because
No,
of how much lag it would run.
No, it's the mass amount of fuckery you guys have in one little spot.
This entire base is one pile of fuckery. We know.
I
on-
come within 2K,
And
right?
everything just stops.
my game crashes.
Really, you crashed?
Pretty much. I get connection problem, game pause,
my
and it sits there for like 30
Yeah,
seconds.
Slim. It is time for us to consider packing our stuff up and moving to another area.
I
Well,
actually
the
found.
only reason why I have not crashed yet is because I know that, and when I get into that area, I'm going less than like 30.
Yeah.
Here, I actually did find the perfect spot for a new base.
Space.
Yeah. Well,
But no.
no.
Doug, sorry, Shade,
Uh,
if you want to take on being my defense towers and all that, right? They are closer to you, and it's all yours. But if you want to hire me as a backup, well, I'm here.
ain't gonna pay you, but I just figured.
I mean,
Fuck.
Steve, Ghost did mention there's a ship at his outpost that he's not going to use.
It says large grid, and I may steal that, honestly.
Yeah, he actually suggested to me that I use it as the base for my ship.
I'm kind of tempted to see if I
If you're
can.
not going to pay your fighters would not be fighting for you.
Well, I'm broke.
To be
bitch.
to be fair, the faction is currently broke.
I was only asking for fucking 5K credits.
I don't even have 2.
Yeah, the faction is broke. We haven't really been trying to make credits.
I gotta get back to my fucking roots, alright?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the internal brick that'll form the core of the ship. And I'm
I
currently
should come-
I'm currently surrounding it in heavy armor for hope of protection.
I
Here,
think
if you wanna.
May I make a
Because-
suggestion?
Yeah.
Let me land this thing first. I mean, make sure nothing's above me, because, fucking... I'm so used to my ships just like taking off like a fucking rocket.
Yeah.
Here, look at the picture I'm sending you.
Okay.
It is a picture of the crater from how many kilometers in the air? I am 1.3
So-
kilometers in the air.
So
currently.
all this here is the heavy armored with all the thrusters in the back, right? Okay, so I can see how this and why this here would be armored up, because your thrust is what's going to keep your ass in the air.
Yeah.
But my thing would be this whole fucking middle section.
I'm going to be putting the floor blocks around them, and then heavy armor, because they've got all
And
the
then surround
hydrogen
it
tanks.
with-
So I want the
Yep.
non-deformables around them.
I would as of gun wise, I would also stack probably the 400 mil, either the 6-barrel cannon or the 4, well, the 4 to 6.
Oh, just for
Barrel
reference,
cannon?
what you see here, that's not the full length
It's
the
just the
ship's going to
beginning.
be. The ship
I
is
almost
going to be
killed myself.
much bigger than this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, this is just the core, basically the core system, the stuff that needs to be defended on the inside, including the beacon and antenna. They're both on the inside already, even though they're not built. So,
And by the way, the only reason why I would be charging for my services is because all the loot
yeah,
that you guys would get would be yours, not
yeah,
mine.
fair enough, fair enough,
If I attack it, it's mine.
fair enough. Completely
That's why I
fair.
was saying I'd let you lead the attack so you could take the loot because we don't need it.
The only thing we would ask in that situation is that you leave us any prototech scrap, since we can actually use it. And
Here, I just sent you 2 pictures.
Then get
One
here
of
then.
them
Let's
is
go.
One of them is from when I am 4.5 kilometers in the air. You can still see the turret platform I made.
I actually cannot see on that second one because it is about the same size as the postage stamp.
Hey Doug,
Yes.
I got a request. Do you mind flying my welding ship over to their place?
You see that big gray blob in the center of the screen?
Do not.
Considering I don't
Yeah.
know where their place is.
That is the turret cube
Nice.
Do you mind
from 4.5
dropping
kilometers.
a coordinates for you guys' base so we can drop off my welding ship?
Got it.
Well, my grinding ship.
Why a grinding ship? Oh, for when
Because
for
when
when you
I
go
take
after
it-
the base afterwards.
Yep, I'm just gonna grind it all down, just like I do every other time. I'll grind it down, and if there's any prototech stuff there, you guys can have it.
All right.
And that will be the payment for me taking this out with having Shade here. If Shade was not there, it would be mine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Shade, when
I'm
you,
coming down.
I gotta
Yeah.
get back to my roots, okay?
Let me offload all of my good shit on this ship first. 'Cause I've got like 1,500 superconductors on here.
yeah, you are bad about that, just like me.
Oh no, it's from when I went up to get the gold.
Yeah, you're bad about that. You forget to unload, just like I do.
No, I haven't come back to the base to unload yet.
Real? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You haven't.
I never came back to the base after that.
She never came back. Y'all heard it here first, folks.
Because I'm starting attacking the next few.
Let me just offload my shit.
I'm starting
Slim,
to
are
attack
you
as
on
soon
the
as I
server
lock.
right now, or are you still on your way home? I haven't even checked to see if you logged on. I didn't remember seeing your name.
He's not logged
Yeah.
on, no.
Hey, he's not on.
I'm really only concerned about the superconductors and the gold. I do not care about the rest of the components in my ship. Fair
The
enough.
stream is a whole vibe set.
Fair
We gotta dip for work, mind spending, sending a schedule. Well, I try and do every day.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not-
only day I guarantee I take off from streaming is on Sundays, although spontaneous
I've already
spontaneous cancel streams can happen because of family, work running
Work.
late.
Work just being an absolute bitch, even though it's not really
Yeah,
late.
or the rare occasion of
Recharged either.
I
Illness.
haven't eaten in 2 days and I don't have any access to food. It's only happened once, but it has happened.
And illness. Can't get
You
illness.
can easily
Oh no, I've
just,
actually
just join
streamed
my
with
Discord
the flu
server.
one time. I
and
streamed with the
whenever
flu
I
one
do,
time, so I
it
can't
will
say and illness.
post in there.
And I would still say
Okay, 4.
I would still say if you're really sick, you need to take off.
The flu stream I did with no mic. I just or camera. I just streamed the game audio, just the game, nothing else. Probably
I went
good-
ahead and traded out my autocannon for a camera so I can aim better.
Probably a smart thing. You could always use a spotlight.
I like being able to zoom in.
Yeah. We have camera panning on here,
Yes.
I believe, which lets you zoom even with strobes, even with spotlights.
No, I can't control the spotlight though. With
Yeah,
the
I
camera,
know,
I have
but-
a much better view of. Plus, I can't control my weapons while in a. If I
Fair
were
enough when you're in a spotlight. Yeah, thank you, Jonah. Thank you.
Was that you?
Okay, Stephen, can you see the ship?
That is an Ember Station crew. All right, Jonah. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I'll
Steve, are you already?
leaving?
I'll
Are
see
you
what
already
I can
at the
do.
station, Steve?
Leaving.
Sorry, I'm focusing. What's up?
Are you already at
Oh,
the
yeah.
attack?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm already taking on half of it.
Kira,
Yeah, they're
can you come up here and get Stephen's ship because I can't go any further without my game possibly crashing.
So,
Are you talking
Uh,
about go
you
to
need to
his
go-
base and get a ship?
Yeah.
no, you
Uh,
can't get any
sti-
closer without the game crashing, going
Yeah.
to your base.
Oh, you need me to bring a ship from
No.
here?
No, I've got Stephen's ship as close as can get to your base, otherwise my game is gonna crash.
Oh,
So this is what you do. You go. So lag won't start till about 2 kilometers. You
It
bring the
didn't, start,
speed.
it didn't start up until 1500, and I go any further, it's gonna crash my game.
That's why I
Steve,
said
can
2.
you, do you think you
Yeah.
could drop a GPS real
yeah,
quick?
you just drop.
Dude, it's like 3K off of your main base.
It
Yeah,
does
it's
get,
too
it
close.
is
It's-
getting really bad. It doesn't help that today, for some reason, I have not stopped the streaming icon the entire stream. It is
Yeah,
I
Steve.
had my HUD off. That's why I couldn't see where it was.
And turn the HUD back on.
yeah, that does turn does turn it off. Yeah,
Kira,
I
can you
can't-
come get the ship before I start leaving? Before I leave you?
what direction from our base are you? Towards Steve?
This is the attack. This is the attack zone.
Because I am
I'm already
manually. Oh, I am
leaving one
manually
of the-
flying. I am not I am not
Go
taking
up.
another ship. Where am I coming from? Going to?
You were at a completely different outpost than I thought you were, Steve.
Yeah, because this
Are
one's
you wanting
too
me to come to
close.
Steve's base? Derek, is that what you're wanting me to come to Steve's base? Did we just lose Derg?
I think so, yeah. Okay, now I'm on my way.
No, he's still there.
I'll let you worry about the little tower then, and I'll back off. This way, you can at least do something. Because I've almost completed the whole assault.
The which tower?
The small one to fall back. And I'm saying
Okay.
the small one to fall back, considering The one in the middle has all the main loot. Oh shoot!
I still need to clean my inventory.
I'll have to fix it. With the dirty bucket.
There's so
So it
much
can be a
lag
stall and
today.
install.
Yeah, we are a bunch of chaotic gremlins on here today, aren't we?
We are.
Like
Well,
not
hit
even
the
not
rock.
even being shy about it. It's been a chaotic gremlin kind of stream. I placed that wrong.
Just keep changing location.
I'm out of range of their weapons. I can fire from out of range.
Yeah, railguns are
I've been
fun
doing
like that.
Railguns will pretty much go straight if you just fire it, right? Oh, it's still
Yep.
reloading.
Rod from God, man. Comes in handy. I gotta do some more work on filling in this space. But I also need to do the heavy armor here. What time? It's almost 11 o'clock. I really need to call it a day for stream. So let's find somebody to raid. Let's find somebody to raid out to. Who do we have? Oh, Steve just went live, didn't he?
I've been live for the past.
Oh, there goes that tower.
That's fine. See, all my shit's targeting only the weapons.
Yeah, so is mine.
No, yours is targeting
Yeah, so if
A
you guys
hole.
want to see what Chaos
Through them.
Steve is getting up to,
a hole.
so if you guys want to see
Through
what
them.
let's raid out to Survival Steve. Let's see. It's been a while since Steve said.
800 meters.
I do not remember how Steve's name is spelled. Let me
Whoa.
All right. Let's raid out to Steve. Y'all.
I'd stop shooting. I turned
Y'all
the
get in,
guns
get
off.
hot if y'all want to go visit Steve and see what war crimes he's getting up to with Shade. From what it sounds like, he may have just got shot at by Shade. So I will see you guys next time. Everyone who's raiding, have a good time. I will see you guys next time. Catch you later. Peace. And for those of you stuck around, I'm glad you guys came around. I will see you guys next time. Catch you later.
Thanks for the raid there, buddy.
No problem.